What is going on, Ape Nation? Welcome back to the channel. We've got some very good information for you today. I've got my buddy Chris over from Spot On Analysis with us today so that we can get his perspective on AMC Stock and what's going on. And this will be an interesting perspective because Chris is a fundamental guy. There is a few things that I'm going to run over with you guys today. I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible because, you know, Chris has things to do and he's a busy man. What I want to start out with today, and by the way, congrats to everybody that's been holding. So if you saw my video from early this morning, I think it came out like right when the pre-market trading hours opened. We started off kind of slow, and of course, you know, the volume isn't going to be as high during those hours, but I was kind of looking through the articles there on Webull, and I ran into something interesting. It said, meme stock rally pauses, Redditors focus on biotech stocks. But I thought it was kind of funny that more FUD was being spread as the hedgies are using their influence to kind of sway us away from buying and holding the AMC stock or AMC shares. But, you know, we don't fall for that FUD. We are the apes, and we do what we need to do for each other. We fight for the wealth of our children and our children's children. So that was pretty funny because shortly after, the stock started taking off, and I think at the highs of the day today, we were up about 20%, maybe like 21% if I'm not mistaken. We closed at about $57. And then after hours, we went up about 1.81%, and we are sitting at $58.03. Now, this is an interesting level because just a couple more bucks up, and if you heard my video or watched my video from this morning, you know that I told you guys that, you know, once we start approaching these levels here and we break that $60 price point, the hedgies are going to be in major trouble. And Chris, I could see the look on his face. He's just sitting there like, oh, what the hell is this guy talking about? I know, Chris doesn't like me talking about this stuff because he is a fundamental guy. But, you know, it's all good.
We won't talk about the fundamentals on AMC. And just for the sake of your audience, Pat, I hope no one is in this for the fundamentals. So we can go ahead and throw that out the door.
I'm kidding. So look, guys, it's actually very funny because Chris and I, we used to do a lot of MVIS videos together. We had that crowd, and they just completely hated me. And Chris kind of became a hero to them because, you know, he started putting out videos on MVIS left and right, and kind of, well, some of you may also be, some of my subs, some of you guys may remember Chris and I talking about MVIS, and y'all may also be subbed to him and have heard some of his stuff. It's really good. Are we going to talk about MVIS at all today, or are we just kind of keeping...
We will not.
Okay, not because I'm here, that's why.
Yeah, I mean, but a lot of the stuff we talked about was true. The only difference is I started going to areas that we agreed on. So once we established that their fundamentals suck and this is a buyout play, we were able to find some common ground, and a lot of my subscribers threw out a lot of scenarios that they wanted me to take a look at. Of course, I'm skilled and educated in fundamental analysis, so I'm able to take a lot of the financial statements and do an analysis of it and see how different companies have fit together. I did it with Ford. I'm working on one with NVIDIA. So, you know, I don't want to get the false perception that we were hating on them. We were using facts, and we did agree. Fundamentally, it does not add up. And once we got past that, we could agree on everything after that. So it's a lot of love over there. And Pat, we can talk about him if you want to. What would you like to know?
No, I don't want to talk about him because I know as soon as we talk about him, this video is going to get all these dislikes and people are going to hate if I ticker symbol MVIS in the video.
Yeah, I think everybody in MVIS knows now, just like AMC and GameStop, that we are trading above and beyond fundamentals. And once you get to that point, it's all about your fellow shareholder, which is why we're here today, the Ape Nation. And I am going to take an angle. I'll let you finish, but let me go ahead and introduce my point. My point is, you know, I am in Wall Street bets. I not currently doing the Webull thing. I may need to join that group. But you know what I get irritated so much with, Pat, is this guy did an interview, and he did it with Trey, which I'm very happy and excited that these CEOs are talking to you. This is unheard of.
Right.
Very unheard of. So the fact that a CEO of a corporation would even talk to a YouTuber brings excitement. But it's just like, okay, what did you ask this guy? And he came out and told Trey, like, okay, I'm not selling. But you didn't say anything about your board of directors. And that's my point. So many of your listeners think it's ape against hedgy. I have a different take on it, Pat. I think, for one, it's ape against ape. You only as strong as your weakest link. And all of these weak links, all of these people got their sell button set up at 60. That's why you can't get past 60. This group is not nearly as strong as the GameStop group. And I got evidence to show it why. Working on the inside and the outside. But we'll go ahead and let you get into the introduction. Okay. That's a little teaser to stay engaged in the video to the end.
Fair enough. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to deliver, what I was going to deliver to you guys. And then Chris, I'm going to let him tell you guys what he was going to say, his point of view. And I'm not going to interfere or anything because it's all love here. And we're going to have to agree to disagree because you guys know I'm an ape. But, here's what I got for you guys.
No, I'm pro ape. Oh. I'm down with the apes. I want to give a pep talk to the apes.
Oh, okay.
When you finish, because I think the apes are shooting at the wrong people. They have ammo. They just need to aim it in a different direction. I'll give my opinion on it after yours. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, that's cool. It's cool. Fair enough. And by the way, guys, check out my description below. I think you guys would enjoy a lot of videos that Chris puts out. He's extremely knowledgeable, and he's got a lot that he can teach you guys. So if you're one of my subs right now, even if you're not one of my subs, then I want you to go ahead and sub here because this is we're a family here, and I want you to join part of that family. But I also want you guys to go and check out Chris's channel because I think you guys will be amazed. And Chris doesn't get nearly as much love as he deserves because he's just kind of starting out on YouTube, but don't get it twisted. This is what he did for a living for a while. So, I want you guys to check it out. And let me know in the and if you already are a sub to Chris, let me know in the comments below. What do you think of Chris's content? Is my content similar to his, or I know it's not, but
hey, I
don't have that type of knowledge. But
we break down calculus and formulas over there. I get a lot of
stuff that I can't do, but we still make it interesting here either way. But okay, let me get into this.
You're more fun, Pat. I like your channel.
I try to be. My channel's for entertainment. So, all right, guys. So what we need to talk about, and I've got a whole list of things. A couple of notebook pages full of things we're going to talk about, but I'm going to try to make it kind of quick because some of this stuff's already being covered by other YouTubers, and I don't want to bore you guys with stuff that you already know. So I'm just going to kind of put my little spin on everything here, but. Basically, we already talked about the price action from today. What I do want to tell you guys is the volume is increasing. Remember, we went through, a few days where the volume was kind of, not going anywhere. And a lot of people, even in my comments, were kind of discouraged. I got some comments where some of my subs were telling me that they were discouraged by the low volume and the previous price action. And I kept telling you guys, hey, hang in there. Things will turn around. The stock was consolidating, and now we're seeing it move again. We're up 20%. Hopefully tomorrow is going to be green again. Hopefully we'll get that continuation that everybody's looking for. Also, remember, guys, I did that video the other day. It didn't get too many views because I think I posted it at the wrong time, or at a bad time, actually. But I showed you guys how to do covered calls for those of you who saw it, and that's actually, look, your stock options, your call options are a wonderful tool that you guys can use here. Now cash secured puts are too, but these covered calls, man, I mean, one quick thing I want to say about that, a lot of people are into real estate, and I hear a lot of YouTubers that are also doing stocks, whether that be trading or, whether they're investing. They're talking about real estate, buying properties, trying to rent them out. Some of them try to flip the properties. But for anybody that's renting properties out, here's my whole thing on that. So with me, yes, I do have some properties that I've flipped. I have some properties that I also rent out. But what I prefer to do personally is I look at my stocks, pretty much as assets, just as somebody that's investing in real estate that's renting out a home. I look at my stocks as, that's a home that I could be renting out. And I don't have to perform any kind of maintenance or anything like that on my stocks, I put my money, I put my shares to work for me. If I get called out, oh well, I'm going to come back and buy more shares, when the time is right. But, I try to load up on stocks and just accumulate them over time. And then I'll just keep selling covered calls. And that way, I'm always making money in the market, you guys. It doesn't matter if stocks go down or up, or it doesn't matter what happens. I'm always bringing home the bananas. And that's what I want you apes to understand, and that's why I want you apes to go check out that video. I will actually link it in the description below. That way you guys can check it out. But that's one strategy that you guys need to get familiar with, especially doing what we're doing here. I will tell you, and I know you guys are already aware, because of the fundamentals of this stock, it is extremely risky. But now, we're also dependent on each other, and I have faith in you, and I hope you have faith in me, that we're all going to, be in this together until the day comes that we need to talk about an exit strategy, which that day is not here yet. So we're just going to have to see how that goes, how everything goes with that. But consider selling some covered calls, because it'll help you out. You can use the money that you get from the covered calls to buy more shares of AMC stock that we can hodl. And, all in all, it just helps us all out. So consider doing that.
Sorry to interrupt you. I just did a video.
I actually did see that.
Did you see that on Microvision, the option strategy? So if they want to, if they don't want to watch yours, or they can watch yours, then mine, I've got one up. And that's my very first options video. I usually don't deal with options.
Yeah, and one thing I got to say, guys, don't try to watch them simultaneously. Watch one or the other, and then y'all can kind of rotate.
It's my latest Microvision option strategy. It looks pretty interesting. I'm actually gonna follow it, and if this guy hits, I think I may get in the option games. I may watch your video too.
Yeah, I love options. I don't see how people, I don't see how everybody's not doing it, but actually I do. It's because a lot of people are not educated on how options work, and a lot of people think that they're risky, but they're mostly risky when you're an options buyer. But statistically speaking, if you're selling options, the odds are in your favor.
I think they're exciting, they're complex, but I think we can break it down like nobody else can on the internet. I take complex financial models and break them down. I have people on my channel going straight to work. Yeah. Never been to business school. I break it down that simple.
This is actually real good at that stuff. Like, he can explain this stuff to a 5-year-old, and the 5-year-old will understand it.
That's how you know you can understand something. If you can't tell a 5-year-old how to do it, you don't understand it enough.
and he's better than that. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. He's a lot better at explaining things than I am. I sometimes, I don't know, get kind of lost in the sauce, and then
you talk over a lot of people's head, Pat. You real deep,
and then I forget that some of these guys may just be getting into this and all that. So. Yeah, but, Chris, he kind of takes all that into account. He's able to do that. He's one of those people that has a talent for being able to do so. I'm still working on it. I'm trying to kind of perfect my ability to be able to do so. And so the volume's back, which is awesome. The options volume is increasing, and we're at insane levels right now. We've got 480,000 calls that are in the money right now. This is why everybody on YouTube's been making videos about this game of squeeze. Well, this game of squeeze is, in my opinion, what's going to lead to this Mo ass. We all love Mo ass. Everybody's trying to get some Mo ass. Guys, get your minds out of the freaking gutter. Mo ass stands for mother of all short squeezes. Only knew you were thinking that because Chris started laughing. Sickos. There's more calls being bought up every single day. If you look at the June 25th options, because this week, the reason this is such a big week, and I've seen people on Weeble in the comments saying things like, oh, all these new YouTubers are coming out talking about, oh, this is a huge week. And, people trying to hate. Listen, I don't want to see none of that, okay? If you're an ape, then you be an ape, by golly, and you stop hating on other people that are wanting to be apes, even though they're just getting into it and they're new YouTubers or whatever. We got to support each other. We are a family. So let's talk about these options real quick. So the January 25th options are seeing some volume pouring into there too. We had like 5,000 new calls being purchased. I think it was the $50 strike, if I remember correctly. I mean, that's pretty incredible. I mean, the volume's coming in. We're gonna be seeing that massive gamma squeeze, which will lead to the insane short squeeze. We do need to talk about cash secured puts, which is why, if you'll take a look at your screen, I already got them up. Cash secured puts, I didn't cover this last time when I was talking about options, because last time I chose to talk about calls. And I'm not going to make this very long, but I just wanted to bring this to your attention, and I think Chris can hit up on this too in a little bit, because this is something that Warren Buffett did. And if you guys have ever heard Chris on my channel, he loves him some Warren Buffett, you know. Chris actually studied Warren Buffett a lot, so yeah. If you guys want him to talk about Warren Buffett, if you want him to come back next week, talk about Warren Buffett, we can do that.
Well, I can talk all day about Warren Buffett.
I know you can. Golly,
not
jeepers.
Warren Buffett, but his methods, strategies, some of his early beginnings, stuff like that. Now he's getting into some exotic stuff, away from his niche. A lot of people catching up to his strategy, but he's still Warren Buffett.
He's still Warren Buffett. So these are going to be your weekly options that expire this week. You're not going to have a lot of juicy premium there. Maybe you will. I don't know. I hadn't even looked at the put options here recently. But this is one way of acquiring your shares cheaper. And how this would work. Say that you would sell these. Or at least that's what I'm going to be teaching you today. I'm always going to be teaching you about selling options. Not so much buying them, because I'm a firm believer in selling them. I think you're going to win a lot more often by being a seller, statistically speaking, so that's what I'm going to stick to. But let's say that you sold this $49 strike put option, okay? You've got a 71.77% chance of profit, which is, about 70% is where, most traders will try to, or that's the odds most traders want. It's $3.05, and of course you multiply that by 100, because each options contract controls 100 shares of stock. What you're actually doing here by selling this option, this $49 option, is you're collecting this premium. You're going to get to keep this premium no matter what, okay? So you collect this $3.05 times 100, which is $305. You're going to have to put up collateral. You're going to have cash collateral, $45.95, also times 100. Something else I want to bring to your attention real quick. Implied volatility, 294.86%. That's pretty high. Maybe it's not insanely high for this specific stock, but it's still pretty high. That's kind of what we want to see, is a lot of implied volatility when we're selling options. Now, this is not going to be the very best time for you to be selling put options right now, as far as the amount of premium that you can collect. You want to kind of do that when the stock is dipping. That's going to be your best time. But we don't know if AMC will ever dip again, guys. Let's be honest. I'm just kidding. Don't believe that. But if it dips, definitely start checking out the options. Now, what that's going to do, they don't have to wait till the expiration date. If the share price goes under $49, they can make you buy 100 shares from them for $49. You've collected this, so your break even on it would be $45.95. This allows you to buy the shares for $45.95 for 100 shares if, the stock were to drop back down below this. Now, if it doesn't drop below this, you just get to keep that $305. Now, $305 is not life-changing money. I know that. But $305 is not a lot of money, but it's a lot of money when you're looking at these contracts that expire in a freaking week. Or in, what's today's date, Chris? Like the 12th, 13th?
14th.
14th? Guys, 4 days. So let me show you something else. See this theta right here? Okay, this is how much, okay, of this contract, this value, the extrinsic value, is getting eaten up every single day if the stock doesn't make a move towards the direction, towards the downside, basically, since this is a put. So if the stock is kind of stalling out or kind of trading sideways, consolidating, whatever you want to call it, then this is losing 0.7340 every single day. And this number will, of course, change. I'm not going to try to make this any more complicated than it may already be for some of you. But this number will update, because what happens is the closer it gets to expiration, the higher this number becomes. That's what we want to see. We want this contract, after we sell it, to just start decaying. And theta, that's right here. This is basically your Greek that stands for time decay. and that's, you know, the extrinsic part of this contract. So that's one thing I wanted to point out. Now, this is, you know, keep in mind these are expiring in 4 days, but the premiums get juicier the further out you go, obviously, because there's more time, so there's more hope, which means higher extrinsic value. So just take a look at some of these, you know. And of course, you know, if you're trying to use this strategy to actually acquire the stock and not just collect the premium and not worry about getting the stock, then what you want to do is kind of get one of these higher strike prices, but you have to do a little bit of guessing, or, you know, whatever it is that you guys do to try to figure out where the share price is going to be closer towards expiration. You know, well, pretty much till expiration. If you're trying to use this to actually buy the stock, then yeah, you're gonna have to let this expire. So keep that in mind as well. But if you're just trying to collect premium, you can close these contracts early, just like somebody can call you out on a contract early. So, but let's take a look at these January 20th, 2023. I mean, look at how juicy these are. These are, I mean, so this is a $65 strike. Look how much money you're getting. Your break even will be $21. Now, of course, like I said, this expires in 2023. I know y'all aren't going to be waiting that long, but you can definitely, you know, come out here, collect this premium, and then if anything happens to this stock, if it starts going to the opposite direction, if this starts shooting up, so let's say that you only care about premium, collecting premium, right? And you're bullish as hell on AMC. You would sell one of these if you don't care about getting, you know, actually getting the shares. You would sell one of these, and when that stock shoots up, guess what? This thing's gonna freaking come down to nothing. Then you can buy it back to close your contract, because to close it you have to buy it back. But anyhow, so we're gonna leave that at that. If you guys have any additional questions about that, let me know. I think it was pretty straightforward. At least I hope it was. But then again, you know, if I've got some new guys on here that don't understand exactly how that works and you're interested in it, let me know in the comments, and I'll make a separate video just kind of detailing exactly how that works and maybe show you guys some examples. And maybe I can even have Chris over here helping me do that too. So
now I like that kind of YouTube, and I don't really like what was that guy we saw today, Neo the 300? I don't really like that kind of lying and misleading stuff. I like to break stuff down and prove it and back it up with facts, and you know, it's real unpopular on YouTube, but I love it. I'm having fun with it.
True. So how many of you guys on here like Neo, or hold Neo shares or calls or anything, hold any kind of position in Neo? Let me know in the comments below. And if it's you that we're talking to that's listening right now that has a position in Neo, this is the man that you guys want to follow. It's Chris. Because Chris, you know, covers Neo. That was the first stock he started covering on YouTube, was Neo, and he does such a wonderful job, and his freaking price targets are spot on, and I can testify to that. So, you know, just wanted to put that out there, you guys.
I told him I'm actually getting bored because the price target I put out in February still holds true today.
Still does.
No one wants to hear the truth. I think I need to start doing videos saying Neo to 1,000. And maybe I'll start getting some traffic.
Neo to 30,000.
But I came out. Remember, I told you, I said, Pat, I don't think this thing's worth. It was trading at $60, and I said, this thing's not worth $60. And I said, what do you think I should do? And you said, well, tell the truth. So I've been telling the truth every day.
Now I remember when you got that text from me, and I was like, hey, do I need to buy it right now? Some news came out on Neo one day. It's been several months. It's right when actually Chris. Right,
oh yeah, you woke me up that day.
I woke him up.
Woke up. I was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "Man, this is nothing."
And I said, "Chris, are you sure? Because I really want to buy Neo today." I don't remember what price point it was at, but at the time, to me, that was a good price. I said, "Holy hell, it's trading at such a great value," and you know, all this good news is coming out, and you're like, no, and I'm like, damn it, if I miss my chance to buy it cheap, Chris, I'm going to be so angry. And then guess what? Exactly the freaking price target this man puts out on his next video just happens to come to fruition, so I was...
honestly, I think I put that video out, and it got like 300 views, which was the right price target, but then I go and see one that says it's Neo to 300, and it has like 50,000 views, and I'm like... What do you guys want to hear? Because I can lie too.
Yeah, I mean, we can lie too, guys. You want us to lie or tell the truth? What's going to get us more subs? See, we won't do that because we are honest.
No, my soul not for sale. I'm truth only.
Congrats, ladies and gentlemen, you've made it to the end of the video. If you like what you watched, make sure you subscribe because I put out videos just like this one every single day. And please do me a favor and smash that like button if I helped you in any way, because it really goes a long way in helping the channel out and keeps me motivated to make videos every single day. Now, there's a lot of work involved, a lot of research, and a lot of time and effort into editing and putting these out daily for you guys. You can subscribe from your screen right now, or if you want to watch one of my other videos, I'm sure YouTube has some good content picked out for you on the left-hand side of your screen now. Thanks for sticking it out with me till the end, and I will see you guys in the next video.